Saturday night in Florida, Panther Sam Bennett checked and injured Canadiens forward Cedric Paquette. There was no penalty on the play. As the video shows, Paquette whiffs on a clearing attempt and the puck ends up in that awkward area between his stick and his feet. Look at Bennett at this moment. Stick perfectly to puck, knees bent and feet wide, shoulder and arm tightly tucked into his core. His skate edges are very important here. He's leaning to his right, away from contact, from when he reached out with the stick to stop the clearing attempt. He knows the body position Paquette is in right now, and he still has the opportunity to stop up and continue stick checking, or to turn and use his back for contact to box Paquette out. Just fractions of a second later, Bennett is drastically different. His body weight is now completely shifted the other way to his left toward contact. And look at his edges, completely turned 180 degrees from where they just were. It's clear he's made the choice to engage. And there's nothing wrong with that. Paquette is absolutely eligible for contact, looking down or not. But the onus is on Bennett to make it safe. With Paquette's positioning, his known positioning, and Bennett's own across-the-body angle of approach, it's a very fine line between contact with the head, shoulder, or core of the opponent. This first vertical line shows how much of Paquette's head is exposed compared to where his shoulder is. This second vertical line shows Paquette's head in relation to the ideal target on an opponent's body, which is Paquette's own chest or core. In order to miss the bulk of the head, or especially to target the core, Bennett would have to really stop short and drastically project himself to his left, completely changing his path of travel in the process, his straight line path of travel. But he keeps on going straight. Bennett does try to sort of lean into contact and reach out with his arm a bit so that some of his arm follows the path of that second arrow into the chest. But the bulk of Bennett's own shoulder, which as you can see is also covered by the first arrow here, follows this same trajectory on a crash course directly into Paquette's head. The head is the first thing to move, and yes, first point of contact isn't necessarily the same as principal point of contact. But as I've shown, based on path of travel, it's physically impossible to have Paquette's core take any more of the force than Paquette's head here. Bennett does about as well as anybody could here, where his technique was actually pretty good, and it was only his path of travel that let him down. That's why I classify this as a hockey play gone wrong, putting it in my 1 to 2 game suspension category. Tough Call would suspend Sam Bennett of the Florida Panthers 2 games for an illegal check to the head.